Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Ashok Kumar and welcome back to the channel. Today we are covering about XLOOKUP from basics to advanced. We'll cover like initially we will cover about what is XLOOKUP and how it differ from VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP, or index and match for the time, and what is the split behavior in XLOOKUP. If you understand split behavior in XLOOKUP, we can write the formulas reaction in 4x faster instead of multiple formulas with the one formula. uh, we can able to get the results and we can save the time. And next is like a choose plus XLOOKUP formula similar to spill behavior only, but if we have a written values what they're in different columns, not on adjacent columns but on like one is there in C, another data required data would be there in a E column. In that case, how we can do that one, we can use through choose formula, choose plus XLOOKUP. And next we are covering about nested XLOOKUP. Nested XLOOKUP means we have a multiple conditions or data was there in two tables. You need to pick one value from one table and another value from another table. In that way, how we can give XLOOKUP, or you want to give lookup but you have a multiple conditions, not only like employee id, like example you have employee id plus employee name combination or something, like multiple combinations you need to give one lookup. How can we give it? It would be covered under nested x lookup. And next would be we'll cover on wildcards. You know about the partial text match only, like either first like surname, you exactly don't know, or middle name, something like that, or all the characters but you don't know about some one or two digits in the phone number. In that case, how we can do in the huge data, it's generally will you lookups like when you have a huge data like thousands of records or a lack of records, so that you need to simply by the search you need to find, right? So wildcards also will help. Next, we have a common dynamic filter using filter, like how filter would be helpful, how filter would be differ from xlookup, that would be also will covered under six topics. So first we'll go to basics first. What is the use of lookups? Basically, you have example employee id. I want something results like employee name, department, or a monthly salary. For that one, we will use XLOOKUP. But what makes it different from VLOOKUP is in the VLOOKUP, we can get results from left to most to right values only. Example, if I want to give VLOOKUP with employee ID, first thing, that value in the table array in the left to most value, first it has to be have that same value. Example, employee ID has to be there. Then results you can get anything which are right from here. Like you can get employee name or department, but if I give VLOOKUP based on employee name and I want employee ID, means it won't be possible with VLOOKUP. That is one of the limitations in VLOOKUP, and that would be also covered under XLOOKUP, that limitation. As well as we have a HLOOKUP. Example, I know Arjun Reddy. I want to know these headers. So XLOOKUP and VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP is like one horizontal and vertical lookups in the simple terms. So with the XLOOKUP, we don't need to use for horizontal or vertical. We don't need to use a different lookups. With the single lookup only, we can replace the both. So that is one advantage. And how it will replace index and matches, like generally, in order to cover, like you want to get values and lookup value is there, something left side to the lookup array, then generally we'll use index and match. But here we don't have that limitation in xlookup. Xlookup can give you the values which are in right or left side. Example I'm saying, I want for Arjun Reddy lookup value, lookup array is employee name, return value. Either I can return values which are left, or I can give values which are right. So XLOOKUP, you can give either you can look into values either in left side or in the right side. Whereas VLOOKUP can't able to do it. It can look into the values from leftmost to right, but not to the first. Before, if you have any columns which are before the table lookup array, you can't able to see. Like again, we need to readjust the cells, and it will be quite time consuming. Next, we are trying to cover spilled behavior. So like example, I have a product ID. I just want to know product name, category, unit price, and stock. In the VLOOKUP, either you will give single VLOOKUP or you need single VLOOKUP and you need to drag, or you need to give multiple lookups. But in the XLOOKUP, if the one value, example, I need return value with the one lookup, it is happen. But if you want to get the same results to VLOOKUP, come out to have. Every time I need to change the column number also, column index number also, it is also time consuming. And one more thing we need to remember in XLOOKUP is like here we have given multiple results, but if you go into other cells, they have been grayed out because formula spills from first cell only. So if you want to change anything, you need to change in the first cell only. Like in our case, C17. C17 contains enter the formula. Next year we have seen spill across. Like we have a product ID and it's spilling across whatever was there in product name, category, unit price, and stock quantity. We are getting the results. But whether it is possible to give XLOOKUP, return the values which are in the spill down. Example, I want to see in electronics we have a category electronics is repeated to two times, right? I want to get laser for each, laser printer and desktop PC, but it won't be possible. XLOOKUP also return values first match only. It will give spill across, but it won't spill down. That is one of the limitation. For that one, you need to use filter. So we need to know exactly at which times we need to use which formulas, which is also quite important. We are getting only laser printer on it. Next, we are covering XLOOKUP choose. How this would be helpful. Already we have seen, right, to get a multiple results. We have seen already spill be here. So what makes it different? Nothing is simple. Previously, what are the written values are all are there in adjacent cells, like one after one. But here I have an employee name. I need their monthly salary and their region. So classical spill behavior will give only adjacent value. So what here I was doing is like we are giving lookup value, that is employee name, and next we are giving lookup array which is employee names, and next we have to give choose formula. We are creating one array. Within that formula we are creating array. We are stating we have a two values which are B7 and E7. So now this choose formula will create values adjacent to one each other. So how in the Excel now in the choose it will do is like it will looks like it would be side by side only. So it will give those results. And next we have two conditions, like I have an employee name and have a region also. Both case I need to look up because it might be possible in this case. See, we have Arjun Reddy two times are there. So if I give classic XLOOKUP, it will give results which are there in the first only. Example here will change it. If I give general XLOOKUP, it will only pick values from south only. Like I will, if I give just a simple so it will give first match only. That's why in case of multiple condition, we have to create a two conditions. How we can do? Example, X lookup only. Lookup we have a two conditions, right? So we need to create one unique argument. In the lookup array also, we need to create one unique argument, right? Like so here we are creating a one unique argument. Like that we can do for multiple cells as well. Next we are covering about nested X lookup. Example, here I have my branches and product and HSN code. In another table, I have HSN code and GST number. So I want to, if I have branch name and product I have, I need to look GST rate for that one. First thing, how it would be possible. Nested XLOOKUP, we will giving first what it has to happen is like multiple conditions like Chen, Visa, this product has to be matched, and along with that one, the HSN has to be come. These two are a unique combinations right here. So for that one, we need to get HSN ID. Second, that HSN ID we need to give lookup here. X lookup, we are getting lookup unique value again with the return value. Till here we are. Now I'm giving another X through that one. This lookup I'm getting HSN code, right? That HSN code should be look into another table. This percentage we can change into percentage, so it will show in the percent. Next should be you have a example. I have a two separate tables. In one table, have a price for local stock. In another table, I have an for import stock. So ID will differ for the both. So lookup first it has to check in local stock for the local price. If not, it's need to go into import. Here we are covering one of the optional formulas in XLOOKUP. Initially, we like generally we are using first three only, right? But we have option formula also. First, I'm checking for import ID, and we get any, we are not getting. Here we have if not found, like what if not found. In that, give another similar to nested we lookup only. We give lookup here, but if it not work situation, how we have to example data not. Next, we will cover something about wildcards. I have a client outstanding. Example, I know only starting name, like in between the name is only Balaji. Between the name, or I know only starting name should be Balaji. In the different connections, how we can do. So first we can use wildcard, like example star. If you know it was Balaji would be there in between, like middle, example middle it would be there, means you need to give star in the first and end. But if you know Balaji would be only the first, same lookup only, we will just give it in the first alone, then it will look into Balaji, it will type as a first, and wildcard character remaining it will be in the second character. We don't know about second word, right? So it will be work in that way. If I know it always will be the in the bit. If I don't know only exactly one character alone, not with like it's here we know it contains Balaji anywhere in between. So we are using wildcard star first and the last. We know it will start with, then we will use it in the end. Whereas we know if traders would be the end, then we will use star first and traders in the end. But we know like only one character, exactly one character, only exactly one character, then all the other formula will. Next, we are covering about filters. So we have seen that previously only XLOOKUP spills values across, but won't spill across the. So here I have in a Balaji traders. I just want to know what are the invoice numbers, like what are the all the invoices are, what are the purchases I have made from Balaji traders. For that one, filter formula would be quite helpful. First, here syntax would be different. First, I need to select what are the table array I want. Next, I want can Balaji client. For that one, I need